Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 Seattle Mariners.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. Time now for a look at the Rays' starting nine. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He was an absolute RBI machine a year ago. I mean, it was like he never missed an opportunity to put a run on the board when it came to him. Count on him to have an impact in this one.
Grant Glenn gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
We're looking at a pretty good pitcher right here. ERA under 3.5 last season, and there are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have this guy in the rotation. Very solid and very dependable.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let me tell you about first baseman Yonder Alonso. The bat plays, we get it. He's there for offense. But don't sleep on the defense as well. He's battled his injuries, but he's out there going to the post, making picks and bailing out his boys in the infield.
Coming to the plate now, Jesse Pitts. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
First baseman, Jesse Pitts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway from Seattle as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Driven nicely into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
Stepping in now, Connor Pitts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here it comes, 1-0. And that one just missed outside. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Blair is in pursuit. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, after back-to-back singles right here in the top of the first inning, this team is in prime position to jump out to an early lead and be the aggressor today.
Into the box, Boof Bobo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball one. Pitts at second. Pitts on at first with nobody out. Missed with a slider.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
The 2-2 to the left side, but it's well foul. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he fouls this one off. Another full count offering on its way. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one on to Alonso, but it won't be in time, and they'll just get the one.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Jeremy.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Jeremy Pitts. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Missed with a breaking ball. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. And he swings right through it there. 2-1.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights, or it's going to be a tough game.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. The 3-1. High pop-up. Alonso over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth, shortstop.
Up next for the Rays, Jeff Pitts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. This is line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Giro. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
In now, Sammy Pitts. as he'll take the breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Sliced hard on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Rays will settle for just the one. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rays 1 and the Mariners nothing. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Marvin Veras, a West Virginian, gets the call to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, take a look at the numbers. ERA just a little bit under 4.0 on the season for this guy last year. He's a better pitcher than that, and I'm sure he'd like to get off to a much better start and get that ERA somewhere in the low to mid threes. We'll see if he can start that in this one here.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Now batting, Ron Flair. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Ron Flair.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Castillo on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in now for the Mariners, Matt Carpenter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. One out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball that misses. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting third, right fielder, Giancarlo.
Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Stanton is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. It remains 1-0. Stepping into the box, Samuel Feliz.
The designated hitter, Samuel Feliz.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. John Pitts will be next. And he takes strike three cold on the fastball. One gone.
Batting eighth, right fielder, John.
At the plate, John Pitts. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball one.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first three pitches, all three down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Standing in now, Ben Castillo. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Ben Castillo has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box now, Jesse Pitts, as he'll take a look at ball one. Castillo leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike one.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
A runner on first with two away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. It's the Rays 1 and the Mariners nothing. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
So we got him swinging. Andrew McCutchen becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Yonder Alonso as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. And 2 to Alonso. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Bases are empty, one man out. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box, Anthony Caballero. Batting left-handed here as he takes trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Dan, Mark, and I are back in Seattle in just a moment. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Seattle, Washington. All set now for the top of the third in this one. Stepping into the box, Connor Pitts. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. First pitch coming, here it is. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. And a neck-high fastball that time. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Boof Bobo. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2-0.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
1 out, nobody on. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy Pitts.
Ready for another chance? Jeremy Pitts, the reigning batting champion in the American League. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Alonso is there for it, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, but they lead it 1-0. Next for Seattle, Gabriel Marquez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping in now, Jose Vina. A ball and no strikes. in the air down the line in left. Pitts is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Striding in, Sandy Leon. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And a ball and a strike now to Sandy Leon. Hit in the air down the left field line. Pitts sprinting after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're down 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Jeff Pitts. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Jeff Pitts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Over the bullpen and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Sammy Pitts. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is right there, and he's got it for out number 1. Stepping in, Samuel Feliz. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And swing, apparently. Ball one.
Nope,
no offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that's low. Ball 4.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Striding into the box, John Pitts. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. From the belt, the pitch. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Oh, you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box, Ben Castillo, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A little roller toward the hole. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Wow. 1 for the Rays on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Now at the plate, Ron Lair back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Called strike 0-2.
0-2.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. The next 1-2 pitch. Ball 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed up a little high. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Stanton is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Turned on down the line. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Rays lead it 2-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jesse Pitts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Count still at 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Connor Pitts. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2-0 count, the pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Booth Bobo.
Standing in, Booth Bobo, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
And that one misses. It's ball 4, so a 2-out walk gives the Rays some hope here in the inning.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Enrique Germán will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Jeremy Pitts will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Here it comes, 2-0. And that one right down Main Street.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Fouled away. Bobo, the runner at first with 2 gone. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Count still full, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Riding in once again, Andrew McCutchen. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
One and one to Andrew McCutchen. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Castillo has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yonder Alonso comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here's another 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Next will be the designated hitter, Anthony Caballero. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Hits right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They're down 2-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jeff Pitts. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Yeah, now this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
High and away, not close. 3-0. Sammy Pitts will be next. Three and 0 count. Here it comes. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Digging in to try it again, Sammy Pitts, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder.
This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get one out in a spot like this.
Hit on the ground to third. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
At the plate, John Pitts. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. And now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Settling in now, Ben Castillo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set, and the pitch. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Pitts on third. Pitts on second. Pitts at first. 1 gone. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. It's a grand slam. And good for him. Ben Castillo has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
In now, Jesse Pitts. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Four runs here in this half inning. The 1-2 is outside for a ball. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Connor Pitts.
Ready now, Connor Pitts. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and it's even now. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Here now the 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But one more look here at the big blow for the Rays. A grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rays 6 and the Mariners nothing. Leading off the inning, Gabriel Marquez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Standing in, Jose Vina. He flew out in his last at bat. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a breaking ball stays outside. Nobody out, runner on first.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Pitts will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Into the box, Sandy Leon, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Pitts takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ron Lair. From the stretch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Marcus is off at first with 2 away. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Two and 1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
The 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Full count now. Payoff pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out with a man at first. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Now at the plate, Boof Bobo.
Hitting on for Tampa Bay, catcher, Bobo.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jeremy Pitts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Jeff Pitts, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And he fouls this one off. No outs, nobody on. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 3.
Digging in and looking for more, Sammy Pitts. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. The windup and the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
Stepping in now, Samuel Feliz, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Rays 8 and the Mariners nothing. Now to the plate, Matt Carpenter. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
On its way is pitch number 75. Fouled off. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home, and he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. No hits to this point. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Pitts has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The center fielder number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Here comes the 0-1. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. 2 out, nobody on. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
That's 3-1 now. Yonder Alonso would be next. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Bonnie bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Shot toward right center, and McCutchen has himself a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
Here's Yonder Alonso as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0 home.
Count even now at 1-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
High in the air out to center field. Castillo has a play. And that retires the side. Mariners leave one. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Digging in the switch hitter, John Pitts.
Right fielder, John Pitts.
First offering on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. This is line to left. Lair has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Ben Castillo. She'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And a neck-high fastball that time. That's lifted the other way out to left. Lair is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So stepping in, Jesse Pitts. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. In the air out toward right field. Stanton has a read on it. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays, as it remains an 8-0 ball game. In now the Mariners DH, Anthony Caballero. They'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Anthony Caballero.
Here comes the first pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And that misses 2-2. 3-2 now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Fly ball right down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout, that's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
In now, Gabriel Marquez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1-1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, Dero, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box now, Jose Pena, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Still 1-2. Hits into foul territory, and foul. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Sharp ground ball to third. Hits, gloves it, and there's out number 2.
The catcher, number
So
41.
striding forward now, Sandy Leon. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball that just misses inside. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Marcus stands at second with 2 gone. Ball 3. Ron Lair would be next. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. Still 8-0. So coming to the plate, Connor Pitts. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First pitch on its way. And the slider swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose.
Two balls and a strike. This one's down to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, catcher, Boof Bobo.
Now at the plate, Boof Bobo. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Standing in now, Jeremy Pitts. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1. Jeff Pitts would be next. The 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Stanton coming on. And that's the 3rd out. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3 as the lead holds at 8-0. Stepping up to the plate, Ron Lair. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. A 2-0 count to the Mariners left fielder. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike two.
I got to count 2-2.
Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Lorenzo Nieve enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. Here's Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
The right fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Giancarlo
As the
Stanton.
first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. One out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 is off the plate, up and away.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 lead?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pitts ranging into the outfield. He makes the running play. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it. And the Rays have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Marvin Veras earns his first win of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays. 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mariners, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Our paid attendance at Safeco Field this afternoon, 47,116. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up.